It was hot, but it was worth it. Well, welcome to Finding America. It is so great to see you here. Now, I just want to take a quick moment to share a couple pictures that I got from Mike, a subscriber to the channel, sporting his brand new Finding America hoodie. Well, thanks so much for sending me those pics, Mike, and now you are definitely ready for some awesome fall hunting that hopefully is just around the corner. Now, if you would like to send me a picture of yourself in your favorite Finding America attire or using one of our world famous Finding America drop cloths, you can just send them to me at my email address, findingamerica01@gmail.com. Well, all this past week, the temperatures were incredibly hot. But Friday, I finally found myself with a few hours free, and I really wanted to go and do some metal detecting. And I told myself it's crazy to go out in this heat, but I just had that itch to get back out there. So I headed to one of my favorite spots, the mill worker houses on the river. And even though I only lasted a couple hours in that heat, it was definitely worth it. Well, this is my first target, first hole I dug, and I got something interesting. That's always nice. I was getting a 14, about 7 inches down, and got an old valve stem for an old wood spoke wheel. This one's shorter than the Model T version, so it might have fit a different car, but it's definitely teens into the 20s. Well, got a pretty cool one here. Got some really deep iron. Had to go get my Nomad little root slayer to get this one pried out. Handled it with no problem, and it's pretty cool. It's actually an old cast iron stove cover, and you can see this little slot right here. Now they would have had like an iron tool that would have inserted in there, and it could pick these up in case they were hot. And but pretty cool. And if it was cold, they could just stick their fingers in there and pull it out. But that's a neat little piece. A lot of times they have some design on them, but this one's kind of just a plain one. But just a nice relic from the mill workers that used to live here. I'll tell you what, this is a nice little spot here. I'm getting some nice signals. This was giving me a 14, and I dug down, said it was in my drop cloth, and I have wiped this off, but it's something that I like to find. Old jean and overall button. It's an iron back button, and yes, it is one that I don't have, which is always awesome. But this one is really cool. I hope you can see it there, but it's actually an Indian chief with a headdress on it. So that is pretty cool. I guess if you can't have an Indian head pin, you can have an Indian head button. But that is really, really cool. I do not have that one, and I'm very, very glad I got that one. So had to show you that, and I'll get it cleaned up a little bit more when I get home, but awesome little find. Now, I couldn't find anything about what manufacturer used that awesome Indian head button, but if you know, please let me know down in the comments below. Well, you might notice my drop cloth. I left my Finding America drop cloth in the dryer this morning. So I'm just using a regular kitchen towel, and I'll tell you what, this is why I dig it all. And this is why I love the millworker area, because you never know what's going to come out of the hole. And this wasn't just a millworker area, this was also a big traveling route along the river here, from the Spanish conquistadors to the Seminole Indians to American soldiers. So every once in a while we'll find something, and I got a 15, and this is why it just pays to dig up the bottle caps and the pull tabs, because I got what appears to be, yes it is, I got a 3-ringer. I have never dug a 3-ringer down here. Oh, and this one, oh, check it out. Oh, that's awesome. It's been ramrodded. See that ring on top? I think it was ramrodded down into it. But look at that. That's not your typical 3-ringer. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Might be Confederate. It's got that look. But I'll find out. But oh boy, what a great find. That surprised the heck out of me. I just saw this little edge and I'm like, I think that's a 3-ringer, and I grabbed the camera. Ah, what a beauty. Look at that. Civil War bullet. Well, I got that bullet right over here, and I was kind of making my way over, and I got a 19 signal, pretty deep, about 7 inches. Said it was on my drop cloth, so I started going through it. Now I've brushed this off, so I can save some time here, but I got a nice lead bale seal. Now, it's a little chewed up on this side, but I believe it's SRY, which would have been Southern Railway. And the other side is 24A. Now that would be the location on the train where this piece was loaded and stowed. So very cool, and I always like finding these old bale seals. Well, another nice old target. Give me 18, 19, about 6 inches down, popped it out. And I think this is going to be a compact lid. Yeah, I believe so. I'm not going to clean it out here. I'll work on it when I get home, see if there's anything on it, but nice little find. Well, this time I was only getting a 16, chased it down, about 7 inches down. I brushed it off a little bit, but it's an old piece of old printing plate. Looks like it has some kind of state seal here. I don't know, I'll have to get it cleaned up later, but that's a pretty cool find. I really enjoy finding printing plates, so maybe I can make out a few words on this one. Well, I was getting a nice 22 signal here. I dug down, came out on the drop cloth, and I cleaned it off, and I've got a nice early weedy. I think it's a 1933. 35 maybe, but I'll have to wait and see when I get home. But if it's a 33, I don't find that year very often. Well, we ended up actually having a bit of an unofficial mystery item last week. You may recall a brass lid that I found that had me a little bit stumped in the last video. Well, after showing that lid, it didn't take very long before I heard from Tim's Outdoor Adventures and Linda Green, and they both told me the same thing, that the lid belonged to a hanging pendant that once held a matchbook. And I also heard from Giuseppe Rousseau, and he sent me a video of 2 that he had found before, and he didn't know what they were. And once I told him what I had learned, he was able to go out there and find an awesome picture of a non-dug example. So a huge thank you to all you guys for helping me solve this mystery. And I gotta say, you gotta love this hobby and the people in it. Well, I made plans to get back out there the very next morning, bright and early, to beat that heat. Now I decided I was gonna go to the brand new church permission that I recently got and hit one of the outlying fields. And I have to say, I was extremely surprised at how much I found. Well, I was getting a 25, bouncing up to 28. I dug down a few inches and broke open the plug here, and I think, pretty sure I've got a silver dime. Looks like a rosy. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. Nice. Oh yeah, 1953. Gotta like that. Definitely. All right. So there you go. Got a nice little piece of silver. Well, this is a pretty cool signal here. I was getting a 23, dug down, not very deep, popped this out. It's actually 2 dog tags connected, and I did give it a little quick brush. Both of them are dated 1958. How cool is that? I don't think I've ever found 2 in one hole before. But I'll get them cleaned up, get you a better look at them, but that is really cool. I was getting a nice 21-22 signal here. Dug down just 2-3 inches and got a nice weedy. I gave it a little scrape here. It's a 1944. It's a nice old coin. See if there's any more here. Well, this one was giving me a 1819, and yes, I did remember my Finding America drop cloth this morning. But it's no big deal. But it's definitely an older piece here. It's a solid brass spigot handle or faucet handle, but it's definitely old. Very cool looking. So just wanted to show you that one, and I'll keep on going here. Well, I was getting a really strong 38. It was only an inch down. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of plate. Got a bit of a beveled edge. I'll clean it up when I get home, see if there's anything on it. But big piece of brass or some type of metal like that. Well, this one was giving me a 23. I dug down. I thought it was just going to be a memorial, but it's actually another weedy. This one's going to be a 1950 with a Denver mint mark. So, yeah, this is definitely kind of promising. I just took a quick sample of this field out here, and it's looking good. Well, this one was giving me a 24. It was pretty deep, about 6-7 inches. Finally got down to it, and I got another weedy. And this one's going to be a 1952. So, not bad, I'll tell you what. A few old coins. It's getting interesting. Well, might have something really good here. Got a 12-13 signal. Dug down about 3 inches, threw the dirt up on my drop cloth, and I saw a pretty old looking nickel. I don't think it's going to be Jefferson. Just the color. I'm not sure, but I'm going to pull it out here. What the heck? Oh, no way. I'm gonna freak out if this is what I think it is. Man. Trying to see. I think I've got a V or an earlier. I don't know. A little tough to figure out right now. Yeah, I think it's a V. Holy cow. I thought it might be a shield. I will take it, man. That's awesome. Yes, it's definitely a V nickel. And I should be able to get a date off this. Oh, baby. That is so nice. So, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to toothpick it just a little bit, see if I can get a date on it. But what a great find. Well, there it is. It's definitely a V nickel. And I can make out the date, 1907. Backside's not too bad either. Work on it a little more when I get home, but this is one reason I was after this property, because it adjoined that early sanatorium and hotel, and this might be a coin from that, because the yard I'm hunting in was a 50s yard, and that is exactly what I was hoping to see in this yard. Oh, very, very cool. Definitely makes my day. Well, one of my favorite coins is the Liberty Head nickel, or V nickel. Now, that coin was released in 1883, and it had a very unusual reverse design. It had a Roman numeral 5, and in the beginning, it did not have the word cents anywhere on it. Well, this quickly became a problem for the U.S. Mint, because several unscrupulous individuals took it upon themselves to gold plate these nickels and pass them off as $5 gold coins. Well, these plated coins quickly became known as racketeer nickels, and there's a famous tale of one such racketeer. His name was Joshua Tatum, and he was a deaf mute. Now, he plated many of these nickels and took them to various stores all over town, and now he always bought something 5 cents or less. He would hand him the coin and then stand there silently. And often he would receive $4.95 in change and leave the store. Well, word got around and Joshua was arrested and tried at court. His defense argued that he was a deaf mute and had never told anyone that the coin he gave them was a $5 gold coin. And that because they had freely given him $4.95 in change, he was found innocent, not guilty, and left the courtroom scot-free. Well, this one's giving me a 19, definite heartbreaker. 50s toy car front end. Ah, man, I wish that one had been whole. And on the bottom, it's marked Ford. And it looks to me, it's a little hard to tell here, but 50, 51, somewhere in that range. But, oh boy, I wish that one had been whole. Well, I've got something good in this hole. I was getting a 26, 27, dug down, threw the dirt up on the drop cloth, and check it out. I can see the edge of what looks to be a silver dime. I'm gonna pull it out and see what we have. Let's see. I'm just gonna wheel. I don't know. I'm gonna get my spray out. Come on. Oh yeah, I have a Mercury. It looks to be an old one. It's pretty worn. Oh yeah, that's gonna be teens. 1917. Nice. It's got a real frosty look to it. Let's see the other side here. Looks like Philadelphia. There we go. That'll definitely work. 1917 Philadelphia Merc. I'd say it was about 4 inches down. So very happy to have that one. I just got a really nice looking coin here. It was actually really high toning, like 26 to 28. I was not expecting it, but I got an early Wheatie, and this one's going to be a 1928, and it's a beauty. I really like digging these early old Wheaties. Well, I'll tell you what, I think I got another one. I got another old nickel. It was giving me a 12 and 3-4 inches down. It's green just like the last one. I'm gonna find out. Oh, I can see her bust. Yep, there she is. Oh man, that is unbelievable. I can't. 2 V nickels. Wow. I think I can make out a date. I think it's 1905. I'll be darned. 1905 and 1907. All right, well, time to buckle down. I'm definitely liking this area. Well, I got another one. It's only giving me a 19 and 20. And it was on the side of this root, but check it out. Hopefully you can see this. But right there, alongside the root, is a silver dime on edge. I saw the edge, I'm like, whoa, I can't believe it. And there it is. This one's gonna be a Rosie. Philadelphia. Wow, I'll tell you what, not too shabby. Let's see. This one's gonna be 1959. Very cool, on edge. 59 Philadelphia. Oh, I like that. Oh wow, I'll tell you what, always check your holes. I checked the hole, there was another signal. I popped some more dirt out and look at what came out. I think I have another silver dime, but it's up against something here. Because when I ran my machine over it, it only gave me a 16. So I'm going to pull this out. I'm pretty sure that is another silver Rosie. Oh, it looks brand new. Oh, look at that. And this one's going to be 58. So I'm going to put that right there. And let's see what it was sitting up against. Oh, it was sitting up against a nickel. That's what was throwing the numbers off. Wow. So, looks like I have a Jefferson. And it looks like the Jefferson was dominating the signals, bringing them down. So that definitely explains that. Looks like it's going to be, I can't make it out, something 2. I don't know if it's 72 or it's hard to tell. 52. Very cool. Now, I just want to see. The fun has to end sometime. But I tell you what, nothing like 25 cents worth of 50s coins and 2 of them being silver. That's awesome. Well, happy 4th of July to everyone, and I hope you'll stay right where you are for some awesome pictures of Americans long ago and how they celebrated the 4th of July back in the day. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure, and I cannot wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.